Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be focusing on a potential new golden cross which is looming large. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future and let's dive right in. So we saw a death cross take place in late to mid-June, and historically speaking we tend to see really extensive downside after a death cross happens, unless this death cross happens within a macro context that is essentially a accumulation range. So we've seen an accumulation range in June 2019. Within that period, that was a accumulation range. But this current period could actually be a reaccumulation range because after all, we are in a period of consolidation within the $29,000 to $39,000 region. And of course, recently we actually broke back above that range. But nonetheless, this death cross so far isn't really going along the grain of history. In fact, this death cross seems to have just facilitated the birth of a new golden cross. And I created a thread about this golden cross a few months ago, late June, and in fact I created a video about this, so if you haven't checked that video out, feel free to check it out in the top right hand corner. But in any case, historically it takes between 60 to 560 days to form a new golden cross after a death cross. So the worst case scenario would be from late June of this year to actually more than a year waiting for a new death cross. But the best case scenario could be that it might form in the next 60 to 69 days. And of course, this was a thread from late June. So the next 60 to 69 days would effectively just play into a late August or early September golden cross. Now, fast forward to today, we're of course seeing that 20th of August might be the golden cross. And of course, this is actually going to change a lot because if Bitcoin's price action goes down, then we might see a delay in that golden cross. But if it continues to maintain the highs or even rally towards the upside, then we're going to see this golden cross occur late August or maybe even earlier, depending on how price reacts from current regions. At the moment, you're seeing that Bitcoin is trying to hold the 200 daily exponential moving average, so that's a very important long-term gauge of investor sentiment. The 200-day exponential moving average, this black EMA, is figuring as a resistance in the past, but now potentially as a support. We're still trying to clarify the positioning here for Bitcoin relative to this EMA. But of course, if we do lose it, then this 50-day moving average would be the next moving average to watch out for. But in any case, it's important to note that a golden cross isn't too far off. And historically, the best possible scenario would be having that gold cross be in line with history to the point where we could see a late August crossover. But we have to also maintain that we haven't seen the death cross fully validate because, of course, it did cross over. The death cross did happen, but we haven't seen a breakdown from a key support. And this is something I mentioned in mid-June, that the 29,000 region has to hold for a potential new golden cross to occur, because the 29,000 region really is what was the last straw trying to save a death cross from not validating. So a breakdown from 29,000 would have validated the death cross with extensive downside, but in fact we were able to protect that all-important support level, and you can see how a fantastic reaction has happened from that support level. From 29,000, we've seen a break above this range effectively, and in fact you're seeing that we had a weekly close for the first time since February. In fact, this February close was inside the range high resistance, and then we retested it as a support, whereas here you're actually seeing the weekly close above the range high resistance, and now we're getting that retest attempt right now. So it's really interesting to see how actually this retest, this weekly close, is a little bit higher than this one. So could we potentially see a much better reaction from there? Really interesting to see that. At the moment, we're trying to break out from this weekly range. This is now a retest in progress. And as long as we see that retest, price will continue upwards. And what does that mean for the golden cross? If we continue upwards from current price regions, then actually this late August prediction, by historical standards, we might actually see that a little bit earlier, but let's see how Bitcoin's price action continues to hold here. If it holds and continues higher, then this late August golden cross might even become a little bit closer in the future. We might see it occur a little bit earlier. But if we do see some downside, then we're going to be pushing back that golden cross. But at the moment, by standards of history, we are seeing the best case scenario take place 60 to 69 days after the death cross. So late August or early September. At the moment, it does look like it is on track. So history is repeating itself in a way that is really favorable for Bitcoin's price action going forward. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. And of course, like the video if you like this one. I'm Rekt Capital, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.